Well, welcome back to another read-through of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 manga. So before we get into it, I wanna make some update. So it's been a while since I haven't been uploading anything, not even, you know, the back filler, the back filler in fill in the blanks content to be seen by the algorithm, and that's because typically I yeah in the summer uh blackouts tend to happen because yeah, the heat, and because a certain company doesn't take care of the general power, and everyone and their mothers are charging the goddamn cars, the goddamn scooters, the goddamn motorbikes, and anything in between, including the air conditioners in every house, in every room, which results naturally in power outage and the lights run out. As a result, I cannot use the computer as frequently as I used to, so most of my edits will be on mobile as usual. So if you see any lower quality in my recent videos, you know why. Yeah. At the moment, I will have to pause on the Deltarune playthroughs and anything Mario related, since most of these require a computer, you know. So until at least the winter or autumn, for the time being, I will just exclusively go through stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 manga, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I have no plans on reading OCG structures in the same way I read these, because one, it's a long ass manga. I know I have complained about GX being very short, but honestly that's probably for the best. And second, it's just not my type. As simple as that. Maybe if this or and subsequent videos get more like, I'll consider it. Though by considering it, I open the gates of hell for me at least, since I will have to sit through all of these chapters. So yeah, for the time being, I will stick to my regular routine and schedule, and let's get into this. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna read these disclaimers, this buffoonery disclaimers. Yeah. Early on it was, oh my god, what did they do? Which kind of understandable, because Yuya and Yuzu had been long time friendships, and even canonically in the anime, when you turn a popular ship into incest, this outrage happens. But honestly, it's just another typical time travel trope shenanigans, yada yada yada. Anyway, moving on to the actual chapter. So, The, yeah, as usual, we're reading the entire duel. So yeah, the duel will begin. Choppers fly around, and the duelists being Yuto and Sawatari, just like episode 7 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 anime. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that Sawatari is kind of treated more seriously here. Yeah, yeah, honestly, I like him in the anime too, but he deserves better. Yeah, I know he's meant to be kind of comic relief character, and in a good way, he's kind of endearing, and his entertainment is more interesting than Yuya's, honestly. But at the end of the day, they just treated him as a that one random ass clown in the neighborhood. Yeah, he also almost dueled all Zarg's fragments, so that's another hallmark for him. Good on my boy, I guess. But I think the manga handled him much better here. So yeah. Anyway, Sawatari reports to Akabareji what he should do. And Akabareji is exclusively interested in Yuya. But he agrees to, he lets him duel him anyway. Which gets Sawatari extremely excited. Yuzu's looking for the Phantom, of course, and she notices them from far away and on the streets. Like, how can she do that? The building is like taller than she could ever see. Like, yeah, I get it. It's not that high, but it's not. I mean, yeah, yeah, the house's roof is not high as this one, and I can barely see anything. And I'm freaking taller and bigger than her. So what the hell? I mean, I don't remember seeing this, but yeah, that makes no sense. But okay, I take what I can get. It is what it is. Yeah. Okay. She's angry that it's the next building. And Sawatari conveniently activates a field spell that's convenient for him. That's called Haunted Demon Den. So edgy. Yeah. And they do. Oh my god. This reminds me of how Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's duels are conducted, and see the orbs are seen from outside the duel. Yuzu tries to get into the duel but only be repulsed by the energy. So she's forced to watch from afar. And Sawatari rushes to get some action cards. Oh, I mean, obviously he activated the field spell to get some advantage for him. And let's talk about Sawatari's deck. So, Sawatari has been iconic for many things. His Abyss Actor deck, which is his current deck, Yosenju, which is his very first Pendulum deck, and of course Monarchs. However, in the anime, much like the anime and every manga, okay, I will look into Gurash manga, I could be wrong, but usually they advertise the Monarch decks as kind of one of a kind style mono attribute deck rather than all of them together, despite them all of the sharing the same supports. Yeah. So here, yes, it's Monarch, but it's Dark Monarchs. The edgiest Monarchs. Anyway. Sawatari is grabbing all the action cards he can get his hands on, like the Kool-Aid man he is. And he doesn't hesitate to use them. And he activates Haunted Missile. The artwork looks like a silly version of the Bullet Bill, but the actual hologram, it's completely different. Okay, yeah. So he wipes 1000 damage to Yuto, and he summons Monarch. Another Monarch. This time it's tribute summoning Demon Emperor Angmar. Huh. And uses his effect. Man, Sawatari used another. Wait, hold on. So there's something weird here. When my advanced summon succeeded. Oh, I get it. He uses the monster effect to use the action card he just used. Okay, I understand now. Yeah. So, Sawatari in the first turn, he just chips half of Yuto's life points. That's impressive, actually. And Yuzo isn't concerned about the Phantom's well-being or captivity. Yeah. If he loses the duel, she becomes poor. Damn girl. You need to get yourself checked a little bit. There's someone's captivity on the line, and you probably need to prioritize that first, and possibly their well-being, because Sawatari is being uncharacteristically what's the word? No. Sadistic. Let's just sadistic. Man, the sword slipped off my mouse. Now it's Yuto's first turn. I swear. I swear. It feels like he entered with the penalty. He grabbed the first action card. But Yuto's got pride. He doesn't need action cards. So yeah. All he needs is a trap. But Sawatari just tells him the rules of the game. You can't activate the trap on the turn you set it. And you to correct him by saying, this is exclusive to my archetype. When I don't have any trap cards in my graveyard, I'd activate this one in the turn it was set. So he uses 2 trap cards to special summon them as normal monsters and overlays them. And here's the biggest plot twist. Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon makes his appearance in the manga, which is his only appearance in the manga. Yeah. This is relevant because Zack's Fragments use different variants of their anime ace monsters. They kinda look similar but not really. They kinda look similar but not really. And yeah. So, the reason why he appeared in the first place is because, well, yeah. It's supposed to be a placeholder for later Ace for Yuto, which we will see later on. Spoiler alert, it's Dark Anthelion Exceeds Dragon, I think? We will get to it. Anyway, yeah, this is my most favorite of all 4 Heavenly Dragons, and I really like the design. Yeah. So, it wasn't a pendulum summon! What? Doesn't he have a connection to Yuya Sakaki? And he uses his effect. And of course he uses all of it. Yeah. Wait. Oh. No, actually this is... Oh, it's not like the anime. That's strange. Yeah, the anime he uses one overlay per effect. Here he uses 2. Huh. It's like the TCG effect. Okay, I can go with it. Okay, yeah. And he destroys Sawatari's monster. However, Sawatari uses a trap, which is called Dark Advance? Yeah, he uses Dark Advance to return his monster. And he draws. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is a normal summon from the graveyard. Let that sink in. This is a normal summon in the graveyard. Bruh. Did you just summon a monster from the graveyard? Yeah, so that's against the rules, isn't it? Screw the rules. I have monarchs. Now it's Sawatari's turn and he takes more action cards. Damn, I love him. He's so cute. Shopping action card. I'm way too cool. Damn. Sawatari, you don't belong to that world. You deserve better. You deserve better. Anyway. So, this is the only moment where the protagonist boasts about their high attack. And the antagonist flips the card. Another tribute summon, and this time it's level 8. Because the Mega Monarchs for this support wave are their successor. They can be tribute summon using only one tribute summoned monster. Yeah, is it amazing? He uses a spell and a trap from his deck to the graveyard to return Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon to the extra deck! Oh no! Yuto has fallen! Then Sawatari uses Freezing Air and destroys his face down trap. It seems like Sawatari has calculated, but Ed missed the mix. He has miscalculated because little he knows that the Phantom Knights are called Phantom Knights for a reason. They use the graveyard a lot. It doesn't matter if you destroy them. They return from the graveyard. They're Phantom for a reason. So one there are no cards on my field, and I am falling. What? What is the terminology of this? Oh, falling. I'm falling. Okay. Oh. When activated, his defense raises to 300 points for each Phantom Knights card in my graveyard. Haunted Lance. Of course, it's a piercing effect. Action card that keeps facing. Typical anime. I love it so much. And ultimately, Sawatari chips Yuto's life to only 200. Anyway, Sawatari ends his turn by setting one card. Sawatari's zombie monarch looming. Ibis looming. Hang on. Ibis looming over Yuto, who has only 200 life on. It seems like all hope is lost. And Yuya takes the place. And the two brothers have a fallout. And Yuya, yeah, spare me the lecture. Keep it for later. Let's do something now. We've got quite an audience, and everyone is shocked by the revelation. Yuto is no longer Yuto. It's Yuya now. Okay, I'm gonna admit the Shonen Jump covers for Arc 5 are super sick. I love it. I love it so much. So, we're going with part 2 of the duel. Hang on. I need to correct something. Yeah, back to back to this. So I have to refresh so everything is in place. Yuya has been waiting for this. Like he is different from his manga counterpart, but he's not from his anime counterpart. But he's not that different. At his core, he just wants to entertain with his duel, no matter what the situation. And he goes with his signature catchphrase. The fun begins. The Phantom true identity. So the solid vision system that runs through Miami City stabilizes mass. Yeah. But creating dual fields isn't the only major application. It also helps save lives and repair damage in case of disaster. Oh, they're that rich, filthy rich. The system is a vital part of life, but the Phantom uses it for himself. Yeah, pendulum summons are real threats. They actually really are. Man. Pendulum summons are really cool. Pendulum summon? What kind of summon is that? I'd love to show you, but I don't have the card. Oh, okay. This is a flashback of how Oh, how Reggie lamenting that Yuya is using the solid vision for himself. How dare he! This is unspeakable. Despicable, unspeakable. Pendulum summons Shenlong summons. Now I hope you all enjoy my entertainment duel. Yuya gets the action card. Yuya looks. Sawata looks at the action cards. And Yuya starts his buffoonery as usual. He creates a pigeon and uses it to grab action card with it, which is very cool. Not gonna lie, it's very cool to see how to see the actual application of action duels. Yuto is still trying to take this duel more seriously. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, Yuzu, you can't do that. You just can't put your family's school on the shoulders of some stranger. No. This is like how Asgore puts the Monster Kind future into Frisk, a child he barely knew. Yeah. This is really yeah. And Yuya notices her talking to herself, and yeah, she explains in panic. And we're back to the duel. Man, Yuya is so cute. But Sawata can't have any of it. He activates his trap card. And he reuses the effect of his Monarchs again, as if he was tribute summoned or something. He uses Yuto's trap card, Tomb Shield. He negates his trap. And this is where Yuya's entire deck identity differs from the anime. Odai's Persona 5 Dragon. Persona 5 Dragon. Okay. Okay. Odai's Merge Dragon. Okay. Here we go. It's showtime. Now, not to mistake with some other Showtime. Okay. Pendulum. Pendulum scale. Pendulum zone.
And the pendulum summons. Oh, nice! Phantom Dragon. What a magnificent return of the entertainer. What the F you mean that's a summoning? What do you mean with that? A summoning method I've never seen, and a good dragon I've never seen. If I get this guy to come to our school now, Yuzu, get a hold of yourself. Your greed is showing. Now the true antagonist trope. Your master is weaker than my monster. And the protagonist. So Adokana. Even though he didn't technically say that. But he uses 2 action cards to boost his master. And he destroys Erebus. Sawatari still has hope that he'll get another turn, but Yuya interrupts him. Odai's Phantom Dragons brings Persona 5 Dragon and Mirror Dragon to the field from the Pendulum Zone. And he uses that. Oh my god! Oh my god! This shot is straight out of horror movie. This is so chilling and yet so cool. This time menacingly. Imagine 2 dragons looking at you with judgment in their eyes, and they're about to attack you. Oh my god, that's so chilling. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is so chilling. Even Sawatari's reaction sells it so much, man. Oh yeah, this is so brilliant. And yeah, Atomic Force. They take that power of hallucination. What? This is a fever dream. Oh my god. This whole thing is a fever dream. Oh, I don't remember any of this, despite reading all of it. Oh shit, man. And of course, Akabareshi is not the sportsman, man. He attempts to capture Yuya despite his victory. Now, please don't shun Sawatari. He deserves better. And of course, LDS doesn't play fair. And in a typical Yuya fashion, he disappears. Man, that's truly an entertainment. Man, Sora is so excited. He's so cute. Yeah, I like this one. Yuya here is more cunning and calculating than he is in the anime. He quickly picked on the fact that LDS would capture him anyway. So the action field extended to the next building and saw the vision. Okay. Phantom, your autograph please. Okay. And he activates an unnamed card, which is manifests a paper plane. This should be in Wikipedia, by the way. Catch you later. And Yuya leaves the city on a paper plane. And of course, Yuzu caught up with him. Because of course she does. She needs her paycheck. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I know I made my character. I know I have one of my character greedy. Honestly, I think the greedy Yuzu is kinda endearing. I don't get why she gets so much hate when the anime came out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously she's not complex and as serious as the anime. That's for sure. And the fact she never dueled in the anime, but I said it before and I will say it again. Dueling does not dictate a character's worth, even if it's in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not participating in the card game doesn't mean a character is automatically bad or worthless. They can contribute in other ways. If that's the case, that means every non-dueling Yu-Gi-Oh! Character is worthless by proxy. Even though that's not the case. Anyway. So, the paper plane couldn't handle the two teenagers and falls out. Yuzu awakens to see herself in Yuya's secret base or hideout. I think he trusts her enough to take her to his den, and that's it. So thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this manga is just as good as I just remembered it. Yeah, obviously it's not the tier, it's not gold tier writing, because much like from GX to Go Rush, these manga projects are much smaller scale projects meant to produce more cards than caring about the actual plots. Yeah, that's the thing with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga series after Duel Monsters. There's not OCG structures. And for wherever it's worth, Arc 5 manga isn't bad. It's entertaining, yeah. It's not perfect. Yeah. There will be many elements that will beg for improvements. But other than that, it's always fun. I always see it as a fun series. Even when it doesn't do much. I think I consider many ideas have been done better than the anime. Obviously, because some things in the anime there's just fumbled. Like, yeah. Like how the action duels are just degraded to random ass pulls. Yeah. And here they feel more integrated. So we're gonna see more of this later on. And until next time, catch you later. Bye.